What would happen if an elevator cable suddenly snapped while you were hundreds of feet above the ground? Would the elevator immediately plunge toward the bottom of the building? Millions of people trust elevators every day, yet one fear remains almost universal. The fear of an elevator falling has existed since the invention of the machine itself. But the truth is far more fascinating than most people realize. If a cable snaps, what actually happens next? Does the cabin instantly lose support? How many cables are really holding the elevator in the first place? And why do engineers trust those cables with human lives every day? To answer these questions, we first need to understand how a modern elevator is built. Most people believe elevators hang from a single cable. Hollywood has reinforced this idea for decades. In reality, modern elevators use multiple steel cables. Each cable is far stronger than it appears. And every cable is designed with enormous safety margins. The first hidden mechanism is the counterweight. Most of the elevator's weight is balanced before the motor even begins working. The motor only manages the difference between the two sides. Those cables pass over a powerful traction machine at the top of the building. What appears to be a simple box hanging on a rope is actually a highly engineered transportation system designed around redundancy and control. But redundancy alone is not the reason elevators are so safe. Even if one cable were to fail, the remaining cables would continue carrying the load. Each cable is actually made from hundreds of individual steel wires working together. Together, these cables can support many times the maximum operating weight. But what if every cable somehow failed at the same time? This is where a hidden safety device takes over. The overspeed governor constantly monitors how fast the elevator is moving. If the cabin begins moving too quickly, the governor reacts automatically. Without computers or human intervention, physics triggers the response. The governor immediately activates the elevator's emergency safety gear. These mechanical brakes clamp directly onto the guide rails. Instead of falling freely, the cabin is forced to stop. Now let's examine the nightmare scenario people fear most. Even under this extreme hypothetical event, the safety system responds within moments. The elevator never reaches the dramatic free-fall speeds shown in movies. Layer after layer of protection exists specifically to prevent catastrophe. Here's the surprising fact. Elevator cables are typically designed with safety factors so large that a single cable can often support more weight. What appears to be a simple box moving inside a shaft is actually one of the safest transportation systems ever engineered. Every component is designed around a single goal: preventing a fall before it can ever become dangerous. Now you know what happens if an elevator cable snaps. What machine should we explore next? Subscribe to Hidden Mechanics Lab for more engineering secrets.